Hello, this reading is going to be for Aries. This is going to be your end of month reading. We're going to see what we have for you guys. I am going to start with the angel messages first. We have Explorer. We have Archangel Michael, which is my Jesus card. Look, he came first. So, that's good news. Everything else after that, well, we have You Already Know. Ooh. I always put the Lord first, but everyone knows that already. Can we get anything else for Aries for their end of month? So I think that's going to be all. Okay, we have You're Special. We have Look Through the Situation. Okay, so we do have 5 cards. So these are your angel messages. So whatever comes out after, this is what your angels want you to know regarding that situation. I usually do it last, but I'm going to start off with it first today. Or for these specific readings. It's just a final word at the end of the day. We do have Jesus there, so we can go to see what's for Explore. I normally read Explore as somebody walking away because they're walking over this bridge. But just because we have the Jesus card here, I say we're going to be obedient and read it. We have the Fool. So with that, that's... Okay, well these cards shifted. So that's your angels wanting you to know that it's okay for you to explore, and you might start off as a beginner because it's the Fool. It's not necessarily saying that you're a fool. It's just saying you're new to something. You're going to be new to something, and it's okay for you to explore it. But it is to walk away, so there might be hesitancy, like you might want to walk away. You might not want to start on new grounds, but they're giving you permission to do so because we have change, prudence, and a journalist. So whatever it is that you're doing new or that you're thinking about exploring, it is going to cause for you to pay attention to the details. Prudence is paying attention to the details and hard work. So it is going to cause for you to have to pay attention to the details and work hard. But it's going to change like your status in life, or the hard work you started off as is going to change to like people recognizing that you worked hard for something, or you're working hard in a new arena, no matter if you know anything or not. And sometimes you become like I'm hearing the word specialist. You're gonna become a specialist at something because you paid attention and worked hard at it and watched the details. So now you can do it. Like you might do it in your own way after you learn the beginning aspects of it. So it's okay to learn the beginning aspects of it, and then like at the end of it, you might do it your own way or demonstrate it your own way. I have put your own little flair on it. So what's for you, I already know, but nevertheless, it's going to change. Like even though it's like you working hard and you might be like, dang, I'm doing a lot of work. That's good because you're going to get recognized for the work that you've done. For you already know, we have the Ace of Cups, we have the High Priestess, we have Fortitude, we have the Higher Self, and we have oh wow, the Empress and Success. Wow, that's just amazing. So this is but you already know that whatever it is that you're looking forward to or expecting to come is going to come. But this is like a success that you already know is going to happen. So this is not something that you're going to be, you might be shocked by the level it goes to, but you're not going to be shocked that it's coming to you because it says you already know, and it's the High Priestess. So your intuition and your higher self are pretty much working together hand in hand, and we have Fortitude to try to keep you courageous going on this path, even though it's new. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's something new that you're doing, and they want you to stay courageous and continue to go. So like if you're a mother, like this is going to help you be able to take care of more than just your family. This is something that's going to help you take care of others as well if you choose to do so. But it's going to be like a nice success for you. But it's like you're not working alone because you have your intuition and you have your higher self. You have spiritual grounding for this, but you also have spiritual help with this. So you're not by yourself. This is something that's supposed to be done, something that's supposed to be a part of your life anyway. But we have success and emotional fulfillment. So you're going to be gratified. Is that the word? You're going to be happy with the results. Or it's going to affect you emotionally. You know how somebody wins something and then they cry because they won or they get an award? You're like, oh my gosh. And so it's going to be emotional when you actually see how successful it becomes. So what's for you or special? Okay, this one is on the top right here. We have ruin. That's the Ten of Swords. Let's see what else we can get for that. I did say specialist, so, and you are specialist right there. What's for ruin? Okay, we have ruin and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see if we can get one more card. And it did come out sideways. Power. So that's what I was saying in the beginning, like something that you're going to study and work hard to do or work hard to achieve. Whatever that goal is going to be something that you can in turn do it your own way. Look how you interpret something different from somebody else. And I feel like it's going to ruin, like, because this is power. So it's going to ruin something like, and this is change moving forward. Something in power. Like if there's a structure in place and feasible, it's not feasible to people or it's not accommodating to certain people, then it's something that you're going to, your special gift or your special understanding of it, or the fact that you've achieved it and now you see it differently because you had to go through it, is going to change the structure of certain things. Like, I hope that explains it. What do you say for that? Like if there's a rule in place, but that rule is not, I said, accommodating to other people. When you go up and confront it or contest it, you know how they have like the customer surveys, like what are we not doing right? What can we do better? It's something to that effect, to where you're gonna simply say, well, this was not helpful for me, or this didn't help me learn, or this was a blockage for me. You're going to doing that. You're going to allow yourself to do this. It's like a suggestion, and in turn, that's going to ruin some of the power structures that are in play. So it's almost like you struggling or having it hard or having to do so much might prevent you from enjoying whatever this exploration is. But when you see how people are going to see how dedicated you were to, but when you see how hard it was for you, you're going to help somebody else, like, or not have to go through it the hard route that you took by suggesting something to the people before. You could be a suggestion. It could be you fill out a when you graduate, you fill out, they ask you, was the school good? Just a review. Oh, there we go. You know how they do the Yelp reviews and the Google reviews, so people, the next person can know if this school is adequate enough or if the learning experience was worth it. You're going to do something to that effect. But it's going to, the people in position of power are going to see it. So it's not just the employees who's going to see it. It's like the managers and the CEOs, and they're going to accommodate. It's going to kind of ruin, just ruin like the power struggle there is, because some people want their laws and their rules to stay in place when they're not helpful for nobody but them, right? So those rules are not helping nobody but you, and so it's going to make them look into the situation. And that's crazy because we got to look through the situation. I paused and saw that because it was just like, okay, because that's where it was going anyway. So for the look through the situation stripe, that's what I said. You're going, whatever you do, because you're special, you're going to be, after you've learned this or done whatever this is, because it was so hard for you, like you're going to be able to simplify it to other people and let them know, like, hey, this is how much it is, or this is how much it was. People in realty, they know how to explain, okay, this house is worth that, this house costs that much, but it's not worth it once you have to add your own plumbing into it, or you have to, they know those different things. Like, is this what they do to appraisals, if the house is actually worth it or not? It look good on the outside, but it ain't worth it because you got to do more stuff on the inside. And you're going to have that knowledge to be able to tell other people. And that's what's going to cause like a power shift or a power struggle. Now, we do have look through the situation, so that's strife. What can we get for strife and look through the situation? So I don't want to say it's going to be a hassle for you to do this, but it might be a moment where, like, you question, because we do have explore, and I did say I read that as a walk away card. So you might just feel like I don't need to say anything, or I can just bite my tongue, because you're going to actually be done or moving on. Like, you're going to do your hard work or what needs to be done and change to a different position to where you're even able to point things out to people like, look, I know this look cool. I know this look like what it, something attractive to you, but I don't think it's worth it. So you're going to be able to do that for other people, as well as you're going to get attention. Like, yeah, like Aries told me that I should look more into that. And that helped me, or they gave me some better advice, or I was able to learn more just from looking more into it, instead of them just rushing to do something and not looking over every detail. So it just could be situations where you just causing people to think about things before they do it. What is it? Just think about things before you do it. But you know a little bit more, so you're not just telling them to think, you're telling them the stuff that you know too. So think on what Aries has said or Aries has mentioned. So look through the situation as strife. So the secret is that it's really that it's a power struggle. It's just a power struggle. But it's like looking through why is so much strife, or that there's a power struggle. And we do have now. I remember that we have Jesus over here. So these are like that. It looks like they might go in reverse. Yeah. So this is sorrow, this sadness in reverse, abundance in reverse, the dance in reverse, and the emperor in reverse. So basically, it's like it's strife, but nobody can dance around. Nobody can dance around that issue that there's strife. So the secret is like this animosity or this strife or this power struggle is connected to this emperor, but he's in reverse. So that can only mean one or two things. He's probably at his lowest at this point in time, or he's not making enough finances, or he's probably not even partying. It might not be finances because of wealth cards. It's just he's not partying as much as he used to. And he's not really, so it's like he's not lying anymore. Because my dancer's dancing around the subject, y'all. But he's not like putting up a fight, so to speak. And that's the secret. So that at the end of the day, this emperor is holding a secret. This could be in this business, or this could even be in your life. This male right here is holding this secret that they're really not even trying to do anything. Like, they're not sad, but they're not happy either. Basically, this person probably has like either no emotions, or they're not letting anyone know how they feel. Okay, so this could be a personal relationship, or it just could be connected to this whole job right here, or a masculine energy. This might be the masculine energy that you allow to understand that some stuff that they're trying to go into is not really accurate, and it's just something that's a form of a power struggle. Because you remember, you have the high priest, so you have your angels right here telling you, like, Aries, you already know it's no sense for you to pretend like you don't, or not pretend like you don't, but it's no reason for you to really look any further. Yes, you have to do some I'm about to say some rock climbing. You might have to do some hard work, but it's not something that, like, you don't need any more research. Now you just need to put what is it? Put your pedal, your pedal to the metal. Is that what it is? What is it? I forgot the saying, but put your foot to the metal and keep going. Just explore like all that you've you've learned. So it's like you started off a newbie at something, but you gain like intellectual insight. That's what they give me, and it's changed to you being able to help others. Like, hey, this is not like what you think it is, or this is not. Or it could be good, even if it's good. It could be inspiring. It don't have to be like you telling somebody like that's not the best idea for you. It could be something inspiring. You letting people know, hey, I took this class and it worked out for me. I was able to get a good job. Or hey, I went to this school. Or hey, I went to this place and they were able to teach me money management. I went to this counselor and she was able to help me get my mental together. Or I went to this um, person and they helped me under whatever it is. You're gonna like point that out to somebody, right? But I feel like your special way of like your specialty or your specialist, it's like ruins like power struggles or people who are in power that try to overpower other people. So it's changing people because this is basically sideways. It's like they want the power probably over you, your special gifts. Um, the fact that people think that you're special, they want the power over you, but it's sideways. It's like how can you get power over? Like how can you? Why would you want to? But that's going to change for people who try to have power over you. But for look through the situation, there's strife right here. Um, but it's an emperor right here. What's we can go to Archangel Michael now because we're done. Okay, and it just came out and it showed itself. So you know, gotta always show himself strong. What is the song? Show yourself strong. We say hallelujah. Mighty Lord, you're mighty Lord, rise up and hear the voice of your people. Show your. That's very hammy, y'all. Show yourself strong. I just said that because the cards flipped over and they said they showed themselves. So it's like God will always show himself. So show yourself strong. So this is the Queen of Cups. This is the Ace of Wands, clarity, and this is works. So I feel like for that, there's something that like it's sideways. So I don't want to say at the bottom we have the sun, which is like open rain for you to be able to be fulfilled. So with that, it's cliche asking you and you shall receive, but it's also him like it's almost like him having like covering over like your emotional spaces because the Queen of Cups is emotional, and having emotional intelligence, like knowing when to display your emotions and when to hold them back or when to allow other people to be like emotionally open of you, like they come cry to you. Sometimes we can deal with it, sometimes we can't. So it's like him being able to have like a strong territory over you emotionally and like clarity and like the work that you do. So it's almost like him saying like he's protecting you emotionally so that nobody can emotionally like drain you or emotionally manipulate you or just emotionally just cause emotional havoc in your life because everything is not like physical, mental and all that. Sometimes it's just emotional. People will want to emotionally disturb you, but it's like him. And if anybody comes with uncertainty, it's like you can go to your father and it's like, okay, can you clear this up for me because so and so said this but I don't really know. And that's the whole thing when it come back to this power thing. Is like they're trying to have power over like your specialty or what you're good at, and it's like they don't know that Jesus, he's here first. Like he has power over that already. That's right here, you're secure in whatever you do. You're secure in your work, secure in like understanding. Like if they try to confuse you or something to that effect or the power, anything, is like it's easy for him to say, hey, husband say turn on the lights and light a candle. If they try to black anything out of your life, because all of this is black. Power, change, ruin, all of that is black. It's like he can turn the lights on like without their permission. You don't need these people permission to do what you have to do. And it's a lot of pentacles here because we have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Three of Pentacles, so they can be like getting like, but you do have success as well. So it's like success is coming regardless, and you're gonna have like at least some the ability to have financial movement, right? So I'm not gonna say that it's just a big old windfall, but it's gonna be financial movement. If you was just getting it in certain places, coming in slow, it's like now your finances are moving. Um, at the same time, whatever people try to like take from you, like I said, specialty, like whatever you're good at, special at, or even if it's your ability that you learned something on the same level as everybody else learned it, but you grew and you had a different maybe pattern, or you had a different way of seeing it because you work hard and you observe, and the person who observes sees more than the person who's just looking. So all y'all probably was looking at something, but you observed it. And you probably didn't say nothing right away, but that's going to change where you actually point something out like, yo, I observed it. They were not really observing it. They were listening maybe, but they didn't observe it. Now to watch a performance on TV, so they just watching the maybe they're just watching the person outfit. Not on TV. You can go to like shows, you can go to plays. I just said that, but like when you're watching a performance, some people watch the outfit, some people watch the 1-2 step, some people watch the whole thing, some people watch everything. And so an observant person is going to see everything. They see the background dancers, I see the front dancers, I see the side dancers. I seen the person who ran across the back who wasn't supposed to be a part of the show. You know, he was trying to go fix the cameras or the lights or something like that. I saw him too. That's being observant. So you observe something, you was able to see more than everybody else saw. And you capturing that image is something that you use to move forward in your life, and maybe you can point things out to other people. So it's like you knowing a little bit more than them. They like, it's like people who like, I didn't see all that. In the Aries, you saw all of it. Point blank in the period. But it's like also people who were trying to ruin the fact that you have that special gift to see all, always, up, down, left, right, north, south, east, west, you know, the whole compass and not just a little bit of it. Um, they may have tried to ruin it because it's dark right there. They may have tried to ruin it. And at the bottom, man, we see that we have the hacker. So they may have tried to ruin it or make you feel like you're not special, or try to take the special, whatever it is special about you. They're trying to either, they try at one point to take it away or ruin it, or they'll go back and be like, we don't do things that way, so you can't do it that way either. But that's going to change. There was just a power struggle to where people like, can we really get Aries to bend? That was a lot to say, but that's for the end of the month. But for look through the situation, so with strife, there may have been people coming up against you, but that goes back to saying that you're special or whatever. People coming up against you or whatever, but the secret was behind this. Like, it could be, I'm hearing an ex-employee that maybe was a male, or it could be the boss that was there. This person was, they're not upright anyway, so maybe they took a fall. Maybe they took a turn for the worst. I'm not going to just say that they're... Whatever happened, it kind of caused them to, like, not do so much as they used to. Not, like, stall a little bit. Because, like, going out, celebrations in reverse, and dancing around sadness is in reverse. So this person knows that they may be dealing with emotional turmoil or something that saddens them or something like that. And so they're not being as active as they used to be. Or it's like, you know how somebody's in the room, but they're not in the room? Meaning like they're there, but they're spaced out. Like you can tell that they're spaced out. So that's the secret, that somebody around you or somebody you were dealing with is pretty much there, but they're not there. They're spaced out because they know like they can't hide from like whatever they did. Maybe they started fights with you. And they say ex-employee, so maybe it was somebody that started fights with you purposely. Like they're dealing with the consequences of that. Or somebody really looked into the fact that, okay, there was no reason for you to be in conflict with anybody. So what was the reason you was in conflict? Maybe you had a situation or a disagreement, or it's going to come about maybe the end of the month, or maybe it has already happened. But like the secret around it is with somebody who was pretty much like, I just want to say they was spaced out, probably wasn't thinking right. Let me get one more card to make sure that I don't... One more card for this Emperor and why he's not as active as he used to be. Because that's all I can see. But remember that we do have Archangel Michael here, which is my Jesus card, who's protecting you emotionally and reserving you emotionally, and who can bring clarity to all of these situations, and who's watching you with work. Like if you're looking for a new workplace, or if you're trying to go to a new work area or something you've studied about and you want to work there, like he's there. I mean, I'm here like just dial the number. You know, you can just call. You know the song, Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. Yeah, I grew up in the old days, so we know the old. Yeah, I know that song though, Jesus on the main line, because they said dial the number. Just tell him what you want. But like for this, we have defeat and we have Ace of Discs, which is like a new cycle, of course. We do have two cycles right here. So I think one's ending, one's beginning. This right here is dark. So that cycle is like ending. Not dark in the sense that of hysteria, but just like it was gloomy. It was bleak, so to speak. But we also have the Hermit, which is like, it's going within, but it's also, to me, people watching. So people may um, have been in attendance, but that goes back to me saying people recognizing the hard work that you do or have done, but also people like you're being able to tell them like different scenarios, either inspiration, something they should do, or why they shouldn't do it. You know, when people like to tell people certain things that they should or should not do, they don't have a reason. What is it? No rhyme or reason as to why they're saying it. I just think you should because I think you should. They don't know you from your background, from your so they don't know nothing. They're just suggesting things, but you're going to be suggesting things that you actually know because you observed. You've been a witness to something, and so you got the right to make that suggestion. If they follow it, that's on them. But anyway, that's a hermit going within. But also people watching it and they're noticing. Okay, so we do have defeat, and we have like this. So the emperor at some point was defeated. This is a five of swords, conflict, and the five of this is the strife. What is it? The five of what, girl? Conflict and just the five of wands. So that's conflict with a lot of people. At least 500, but you know we have defeat. So the emperor, I guess, like I said, he may have taken a fall or the turn for the worse. So the emperor got defeated at something, maybe a fight or a conversation or an argument, or he just feels defeated at this time. Um, But we do have the Ace of Discs, so maybe he's trying to change that defeat or change that cycle with you. And there's also like a big coin. This Emperor might have been trying to put a stop to your money, because I did say, I did hear ex-employees, so that's somebody who you're working with that may have just started fights with you because they wanted you to leave a job because they didn't want you to get money. Maybe you had yeah, so they didn't want you to get money, and maybe you were getting a lot more. I don't know, your pay rate was probably different, or you may have gotten more hours, or even if it was the same, they just didn't want you getting money from where they were getting it from. But this same person is now somewhere not having the best of times. I'll say that. Let's just say it like that. But this person started fights with you or whatever. But anyway, the angels did want you to look through it. So the reason, why would they want you to look through it though? So if you left a place or somebody was doing something to you, I guess they was saying like you should have looked through why they was doing that to you. Why was they antagonizing you? Why were they trying to provoke you? Why were they trying to ruin you? Why were they trying to cause calamity with you? Because they just didn't want you, to get your money. A lot of people, what is it? Stop your bag? Whatever. They just want to stop your money from flowing. But also this emperor, if there was a relationship, that guy was only arguing with you or causing problems with you because he felt like he wanted to stop your money, or there might have been a stop to his money at the same time, because the defeat is on this, or this cycle. You may have not wanted to get back in a relationship with him. You may not have wanted to work on money. None of that. So this person started fights with you, but at the end of the day, the secret is now this emperor is going to have to deal like with their own junk. Basically, you got to deal with yourself. They have to deal with themselves, and they may be the ones. They may be the ones who are now in conflict for whatever conflict they started with you. But you're over here. You already know, with emotional fulfillment, the high priestess, with your intuition, the higher self, your spiritual goal, what's going on forward. Your higher self is the one who tells you, like, preparing you for your purpose, who knows your purpose all along. It's just a point of you knowing. We have the Empress. So with that being the Empress, this is a mother. Of course, there's you who has spiritual insight, and you have a lot of emotions. I was about to say, I've got a well of worship inside of me, life in the flow of, I'll take a drink. That's Marvin Sapp. I know you're seeking worship, I give you a drink. It's almost like you're reserving your emotional strength for yourself, like for you as a woman, your motherhood, all of that. But you have a lot of intuition, and your higher self is the one encouraging, because fortitude is after the higher self. Your higher self is encouraging you to realize that you're on your way to success, and you have a lot of emotional things waiting for you. All right, so we're gonna get, since the angel messages are already here, we can't use that as our ending. We have to use the dream oracle. So let's see what the dream oracle. We really could use the angel messages again, but let's see if they give us a card. They gave us colors, look like, and it's sideways. So they gave us colors. So it says express your true feelings, and that's great because we have a lot of emotions down here. We have a lot of pentacles. It's like an emotional season, and like I said, financial movement and emotional movement. So if you've been like emotionally disturbed, or those emotional barriers haven't flowed, you know, like a levee. Is it a levee? Whatever it is, when it breaks and then the water just flows. Yeah, something to that effect. So that's very beautiful, but that's color. So that's bringing color back to your life. I told you, I said that because I said it was bleak for something like your specialty or who you are. Your like it's almost like you have to hide your specialness, because I mean you have to hide how special you are or what you're thinking. Like if you have a joke or you have something to say, you have to almost like hide it because people will try to act like it wasn't necessary. But anyway, that's bringing color back into your life, that pizzazz, that freedom that you crave. So that is what I have for you, Aries, for your end of month. That's gonna be all.